Hello. Today, where I'm going to go with our conversation is there was another major eye opener I had in nutrition. Nutrition's not one of those things that just sort of all of a sudden come to you and you say, "Oh, I'm going to start taking all this supplements and I know what I'm going to do next. I know where I'm going next." Everything happens gradual. And I mentioned in one of my first videos how I got started with nutrition basically was taking an energy product and slowly moved on from there. But I had another eye opener as I was into taking nutrition and thought I knew a lot and I had read a lot. And if you follow along behind me over the years, you would have observed the fact that I was always inquisitive when I saw an article that looked like it was worth reading, and I talked to a lot of my friends and customers in the shops and about nutrition. Uh, but probably one of the best eye openers that I had was I had a friend of mine bring an article in uh, for me to read. It was a full page article in the newspaper. It was amazing. I looked at this article and it said, if you care about your nutrition, you won't be voting for President Bush on his second term. And I thought, wow, you know, I was I was always with the belief that being a Republican, I was in business, and that's where you would stay was with the Republicans because they cared about business, and with caring about business, then at the same time, you were able to give people jobs, and I thought that's what it was about. But I did take the time because he has a web address in there, and I went home and I looked up the address, which was Dr. Mathis Rath. That's spelled Matthus. Dr. Mathis Rath, and Rath very easily, just the way it sounds, R-A-T-H. It's a .org site, and I looked it up and started reading it, and it was unbelievable. I mean, he had won a Nobel Prize for the reversal of cardiovascular disease. I just like, well, why don't we know about that? You know, is it that widespread that it's just no one's talking about it? I don't get it. And it was all about nutrition, and it was all about vitamin C. And I urge you, don't wait till it's too late. And then you say, and I've had people say this to me, do you think I should take vitamin C? And I say, I think you got a forest fire going now. I don't know. And I don't know. I don't know. I can't diagnose or tell somebody what they should do. But I look for prevention. And as I was reading his article, I knew that more people needed to hear about this. And I've talked about it for years since. But I came across this really good article in his website. And he speaks all over the world. He has videos of English and other languages. But underneath on this, I'm going to put the link to this article underneath my website so that you will have access to it. And in this article, it says, at a conference in Berlin, Germany, on the 13th of March 2012, Dr. Rath called on the people of Europe to take responsibility for building a democratic Europe for the people and by the people. Dr. Rath stressed, however, that this stunning world without disease will not be handed to us on a platter. And boy, was that a mouthful, because it's not. You know, when I read the first things about Dr. Rath, I thought, well, why don't we know these things? Well, surely they're going to tell us. Well, that's not happened, and that's many years ago. Okay, because each disease represents a billion-dollar market for the pharma cartel. That's why you don't know about it. And its constituents. As such, if we want to create a world without disease, we must all act now. You have to be aware. You have to do some research. You have to look around yourself. You cannot just... I'm not saying never go to a doctor, because people even ask me that. Because I talk nutrition, they go, oh, you don't go to the doctors. No, I go to the doctor. We all need a doctor. But at the same time, there's information out there if you would just look for it and read it. And I'm going to put this link because I think you need to read this. Okay? So, introducing, this book was called The Movement of Life. And this link will take you to that book that you can read it online. You know, we take the time to go to the movies and watch fictional things. We take the time to pick up the magazine and read about people that they're movie stars. Is that really that important? It's fun for now and then. But you know what? Focus on your health of you and share it. And then when you find out this kind of information, you'll want to share it with other people. The book is called The Movement of Life. It was initiated by Dr. Rath's Health Foundation, a non-profit organization that works toward the creation of a healthy, peaceful, and just world by uniting people from all nations, cultures, races, and creeds in a common effort to achieve these goals. So, you can find out more by checking on the link below, and I will have it so that you can get to this book and read it. It's free. I know. Here's another deal about free. You give somebody something free, and they think it's worthless. Believe me, this is not worthless. This will be some of the best moments of your life if you would read that. Prevent yourself. If you don't believe that you can reverse cardiovascular disease, then take the things that will help you and prevent you from getting cardiovascular disease. I mean, it's that simple. Don't wait till it's too late and say, I should have listened to you. I had a girl, a friend of mine in the salon, a beautiful girl. And she was younger than me, way younger than me. And I shared some information with her. And they look at me like, oh, well, so you don't do that, but I do. And she ended up getting a shot. It was actually a pneumonia shot to prevent pneumonia. Well, she did get pneumonia. You can be sure of that. But I will tell you, what ended up happening to her has not been good. So, that's my story. And I'm going to put the link to this below so that you can check it out. And I'm going to go have a drink of my aloe. I need it tonight. And it's been good talking to you. And I hope this helps you. And you get the information out of it that I did. But have your eyes open and pay attention. And, and, and care about your health. We have nothing if we don't have our health. And I'll be talking to you soon. Bye now.